For the sixth time in 7 games, Cole Steffen will be the quarterback, Garrett Wise the running back. The fullback will be Zach Lee. The tight end will be Colin Tweeten. The wingback will be Marshall Johnson. And an offensive line coming off a very good week last week. Thomas Pekanowski, the tackle. Keegan Lillefeld, the power tackle. The guards, Adam Hovden and Tim Winter and Ben Duggar at center. And you heard Coach Post talk about him at the pregame end of things. That whole unit had a very good week, and Coach Post really singled out Tom Pekanowski with a very good game last week against Vinton Shellsburg.
Yeah, I know Tom put in a lot of hard work in the offseason in the weight room and just working on quickness and whatnot. And he's a smart kid too. He's going to make the right decisions. And I think just the fact of being physical, I think, really showed up last week. Not saying that he's not physical every week, but you could really tell that he got after it last week, and hopefully that get a good taste in your mouth, and he can keep that up for the rest of the season.
Casey Olendijk will be kicking off from left to right, averaging 37.3 a kick. Marshall Johnson and John Will Jenkins stand about the 15-yard line towards the end zone to our right. Johnson will be near the near side hash, and Jenkins will be on the far side hash. About ready to get underway already. Week number 7 of the high school football season, and away we go here in Cresco tonight. It's homecoming for the Cadets, and the Vikings will try to make it an unhappy homecoming. Straight on kick will send Johnson back to the 11-yard line, near side of the 15 to the 20, finds an opening, 25 to the 30, and he gets knocked down at the 34-yard line. It was a solo tackle by Jordan Patterson that brought him down, but a nice return from Marshall Johnson.
Yeah, good to see Marshall. He wasn't, in the first couple of games back, you could tell he was a little bit hesitant to, put the shoulder down and run somebody over, but you could definitely tell in the kick return there he wasn't afraid to lower the shoulder and really get into somebody.
First and 10 from the 34-yard line. Right to left go the Vikings, and the football is in the center of the field. Dawson Meyer split to the left side. To the right side, Drake Bauer. Split backs with Zach Lee and Garrett Wise. Tight end on the right side with Colin Tweeten. A 5-man front for Cresco. Short drop, Steffen throws the left side, and it's too tall for Meyer. Incomplete. Meyer got his hand on the football and couldn't get cover that one up, as Meyer, after he dove, ran into the head linesman, and the head linesman is down as of this time. It was nothing intentional, just one of those bad place, bad time. Jared Bergen had the coverage, but the head linesman looks like an older gentleman. I didn't recognize the guy before, but he is down on the near side being attended to by the training staff. Second down and 10 upcoming. And this is going to be an interesting way on the officiating end of things. You do have a 5-man crew on high school football. Now the rest of the 4 will get together. You'd probably have to move your back judge up to the head linesman position and then take care of just ignore the back judge. That takes care of some other responsibilities among the crew if the official is unable to keep going.
You definitely know more about this than I do, Darren, so I can't really speak on my behalf. So, hate to.
They are bringing the ambulance down on the near side, and it just kind of is a sign that officials are out there with absolutely no protection, and sometimes it's not that easy of a job. And go ahead.
I seen when Dawson kind of got pushed a little bit by the defender there. The defender was doing his job defending the pass and kind of pushed Dawson into him a little bit and rolled, and it almost looked like it hyperextended his knee backwards a little bit, kind of locked straight and then rolled into it. So, you'd hate to see that for anybody, and especially an official.
And that's the thing. This is where I try. I mean, I've done my talking about officials. I did so a few weeks ago, definitely, but this is where I get a little upset when people, all they do is gripe about officials. Mm-hmm. When stuff like this happens, I mean, they're down there, they're out there for the kids. I mean, yeah, you get a paycheck for this, but it's not enough to really make up for the lack of time you have to take off work and everything like that. And it's just unfortunate that this happens. And will be working with a 4-man crew the rest of the night.
He's up there now.
And the official is to his feet, and he is being taken. And he is going to be assisted off the field by Steve Krieg, the trainer here, and Dr. Dave Mayer, and we hope for the best for him. Again, I do not recognize this crew here tonight, but whoever that head linesman was, it's we hope for the best for him. Now, the back judge has moved to head linesman. The back judge is usually in charge of the play clock, so I'm assuming that responsibility will now be on the official or the referee. So it'll be a 2nd and 10 when we return to live action. No score here early on. An official injured on the first play from scrimmage. Right to left go the Vikings. We're just underway here in week number 7 of the season. And the referee just talked to his new head linesman and now talks to his line judge. And I think it's a different situation here because Crestwood is a field that actually has play clocks as compared to the back judge having to take care of that. So that probably takes away one of the responsibilities there. So, all right, here we go. 2nd and 10, 34-yard line. Dawson Meyer to the left side. Marshall Johnson, the wingback, will be in the slot left. I formation with Wise and with Lee, tight end on the right side, Colin Tweeten. Here's the give to Garrett Wise, right side, into a crowd across the 35 to near the 37-yard line. First contact came from Reese Zubrod. It's 3rd and 7 for the Vikings, 20 seconds in, no score.
You know, you get all hyped up, you know, at the beginning of the game, and you know, you're all pumped up, ready to go, and then you got a little, you know, a break there. You know, I can see, you know, just got to get yourself back motivated.
2 receivers right side. 3rd and 7 from the 37. Football in the center of the field. Garrett Wise dots the I in an I formation. Tweeting the tight end left. Dropping a throw is Steffen. Steffen dumps right. Catch made by Zach Lee, and he goes out of bounds, and he will be short of a first down in the vicinity of the 40-yard line. Spencer Cuvalier, the man who escorted him to the boundary. It's 4th down for Decorah. So 4th and 4 upcoming. This is another change that they will have in officiating coverage. The line judge, which is the wing official on the non-chain side, will be the official that will have to go back on punts now since they don't have a 5th official. Zach Lee is going to be the punter for Decorah. 33-3 the average. 2 men back deep for the Cadets. One of them is Rasmussen, and one of them is Riley Wilson. And a flag flies, and I believe Crestwood might have jumped into the neutral zone.
I think they did, Darren.
And it will be an encroachment against Crestwood. And it will be a first down for Decorah. So a long count in a special team situation gives the Vikings a first down, and let's see if they can take advantage of it, Zach.
Yeah, that good discipline by all the guys on the Decorah side going on 2. Nobody jumped, and just well executed. You can't really consider it a play, but well executed.
1st and 10, 45-yard line. Football in the center of the field. Split backs with Lee and Wise. 2 receivers left with Meyer and with Johnson. Tight end right is Tweeten. Steffen takes the snap, dropping back to throw. He'll fire over the middle. It's incomplete. He went for Tweeten. The pass too tall at the Crestwood 40. The coverage provided by Noah Geyer. 2nd down.
That's a pass where, coming across the middle there a little bit by the tight end, and it's a pass by Cole that it's got to be spot on in that situation. You can't have it high, you can't have it low. It's going to have to be spot on.
57 seconds in, no score. 2nd and 10, 45-yard line. Bauer left. Meyer right. Tight end left side is Tweeten. I formation with Wise and with Lee. The give is to Zach Lee. He squeezes off right guard, gets as far as the 48-yard line. Spencer Cuvalier, one of the men with contact for Crestwood. It's 3rd down and 7 for Decorah. No score. A minute 12 into the game. We're on the initial drive of the game. The Vikings had a 4th down punt formation, but Crestwood jumped into the neutral zone to continue the drive. 3rd and 7 from the 48-yard line, Decorah territory. Meyer right, wing right Johnson. Tight end left is Tweeten. I formation with Wise and Lee. Pitch goes to Wise. He dropped the pitch. He picks it up at the 41, tries to reverse field. Can't do it, and he gets covered up back to the 40-yard line. A plethora of cadets were right there. A loss of 8. Punt formation time for Decorah. And once you drop the pitch, the timing was just off.
Yeah, you drop the pitch, and you got all your blockers out there in front of you, and then by the time you pick it up, their defensive line is in your face, and that's stuff that you can't have happen on 3rd down.
4th and 15 it'll be from the 40-yard line. Back deep for the cadets, Riley Wilson as well as Dakota Rasmussen. To field the punt of Zach Lee, the snapper is Adam Hovden. Snap back in good shape, belt high, no pressure. He'll get the kick away. Comes down to Rasmussen at the 28, far side hash mark. He gets to the 35, tries to hurdle a defender, but gets knocked back from that point. Adam Hovden down on special teams for the cadets. They'll mark the ball at about the 32. So all in all, it ends up being a 32-yard punt and a 4-yard return. 9:36 to play first quarter. No score. Cadets first possession.
First possession here on defense for Decorah. Just, read you the keys and go and make a play. Just go out and react and make a play.
2 slot backs, and the fullback is Cuvalier. The quarterback is Austin McAllister. The pitch goes to the right side. That goes to Noah Geyer. He gets as far as the 36, turns in at the numbers and gets covered up by Lane Ralph at the 38-yard line. A positive play of 6 yards for Noah Geyer, who's averaging 8.7 yards a carry this year.
Pretty good job, though, by Ralph there on the outside. Fought off a block and came up and made a nice open field tackle. You'd like to see some other guys maybe get in there before it gets to that cornerback, but good play there.
Two wing backs, Cuvalier the fullback, 2 receivers to the far side left. McAllister under center, sends a man in motion. McAllister gives to Cuvalier, lost control of the football, scramble on at the 39-yard line. Decorah will have the football. Decorah coming out of there with it was Adam Hovden. Or correction, Sean Schindler. Sean Schindler on the fumble recovery at the Cadet 39. 17th turnover thus far for the Cadets this season.
Well done by the Decorah defense. We just talked about this in our pregame, and Sean Schindler has been proven that he's a force to be reckoned with on that defensive line, and proven that he can get the job done.
8:50 to play first quarter. No score. 1st and 10. Cadet 39. Football on the left or near side hash mark. Steffen takes the snap, drops back to throw. Has time, throwing deep down the right side. Going for Bauer. The pass is picked off. It was an underthrown football, and picking off the pass, I believe, was Riley Wilson for the Cadets. He picked it off at the 13-yard line, so the teams trade turnovers on consecutive plays. Wilson with interception number 3 on the season. 1st and 10 at the Cadets 13-yard line. They move left to right, and it's a scoreless game with 8:44 to play first quarter. Austin McAllister is the quarterback. He is a junior. And he'll send 2 receivers to the right side. Cuvalier is the fullback. There will be 2 wingbacks as well with Rasmussen and Geyer. Taking the snap, McAllister, he lost control of the football, or so it appears. He kept it on the right side, gets as far as the 15, and gets bent back from there by Winter and Wise, the 2 leading tackler. Correction, that was Cuvalier on the carry. He gets 1 to the 14, 2nd and 9.
It was good game tackling there by the Decorah defense. We had a lot of guys in there, and we're going to need that all night, especially when we're facing this type of an offense. You want to get guys around the ball because, you never know when that quarterback's going to, pull it out and pitch it off to someone else. So good job by the Decorah defense.
2nd and 9 from the 14-yard line. Kubler, the fullback, 2 wingbacks and 2 receivers. Rasmussen goes in motion. The pitch to Geyer, tries to bounce it right to the outside. He'll turn up outside the numbers at the 15 and gets knocked out of bounds by Ralph Johnson and Winter at the 17. It is a gain on the play of 3 yards. 3rd down and 6 for the Cadets. 4 minutes in, no score.
Nice job there by Marshall Johnson coming up from his safety position and then really stringing that play out and holding the play up a little bit and letting guys get to the ball.
3rd and 6, 17-yard line. Football on the right or near side hash mark. 2 receivers to the far side left. McAllister is the quarterback, 2 wingbacks and a fullback. McAllister takes the snap, quick toss left side through the hands of Wilson, and it's incomplete, and they're going to roll it a backwards pass, and Decorah's going to come up with the football, but Dallas Mott didn't do so until the ball went out of bounds at the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 7, 4th down. The ball went, the line judge on the far side pointed Crestwood's way, even though Dallas Mott had the ball. They ruled that the ball went out of bounds first before the recovery was made. New punter in for the Cadets this week. It's Casey Olendijk, 1 punt for 25 yards this year. Zach Lee back in single safety for the Vikings at the Cadet 40-yard line. Line judge blows the play dead, and the Crestwood Cadets going to take a timeout. 7:52 to play first quarter. It is no score between Decorah and Crestwood, and let's take a timeout for Dr. Kelly Reagan, chiropractic.
Olendijk.
It'll be a 4th down and 13 for the Cadets. Tristan Bohr, who was the leading punter in the district at 41.7 yards, out for the Cadets tonight. He is injured, as well as Dalton Carrion. Those are the 2 captains that went out in street clothes for the coin toss tonight. So Olendijk, who has only punted once this season, will be the punter, and John Will Jenkins and Zach Lee now back deep for Decorah. No score, 7:52 to play in quarter number 1. Well, kind of an odd start to this one. Snap back to Kubler in good shape. He'll move forward. He'll get the kick away. Knuckleball kick. Fumbled by Lee at the 37. He'll get on top of it, though, at the 32-yard line. Making sure he didn't go any further was Isaiah Passmore. 1st and 10 for Decorah from the Cadet 32. You get field position like that. This got to take advantage. Big Z 0-0, 7:43 to play first quarter.
Yeah, definitely. When you start off with the ball on the about the 33-yard line, you really got to take advantage, of the field position and get 6 points.
1st and 10, 32-yard line. Football on the left or near side. Hash mark as the Vikes move right to left. Meyer left, Bauer wing left. Tight end right is Schindler. Here's the give on a wing back sweep to Bauer. No, it's a trap play up the middle to Zach Lee, the fullback. He's brought down by Cuvalier at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. 2nd down upcoming. So the Vikes just kind of feeling out that Crestwood defense right now, or so it appears, Zach.
Yeah, they got, looks like they're running a 5-man front. I don't know. I think they prepared for that. It's just matter of fact lining up and winning that battle.
2nd and 7 from the 30-yard line. Steffen takes the snap, gives on a wingback sweep to Marshall Johnson, turns upfield inside the 30. He gets to the 25-yard line and gets knocked down on the far side hash mark at the 24. Top of the pile for the Cadets was Matt Goodman. It's close to first down yardage, not quite. 3rd down and about a yard from the 24. 6:50 to play first quarter. We've had a turnover aside. We've had an official go down. We've had good field position for Decorah that wasn't taking advantage of, and the Vikes trying to take advantage of one right here. 3rd and 1 from the 24-yard line. Steffen takes the snap, trap play. Garrett Wise left side, hammers between guard and tackle, and he'll get to the 21 and get the first down after a gain of about 3 that time. Bringing him down in the middle of the line was Reese Zubrod.
Our offensive line hasn't done the greatest job. We've thus far in this game, we're getting on guys, but we're not really sticking with them and driving them back. We're getting on guys, letting them go a little bit. Really got to stay with your blocks if we're going to make our run game successful.
1st and 10, 21-yard line, football in the center of the field. Split backs, wing left, split left, tight end right. Here's Steffen taken, given to Lee. Big hole, 15. He's to the 10, upended at the 9-yard line. Jordan Vovis, the man that brought him down. They'll mark him at the 10, a gain of 11 and a first down.
Good vision there by Zach Lee to make that one cutback, about the 15-yard line. He made a really nice cut and got upfield for a good game.
1st and goal just inside the 10. Dawson Meyer to the near side left. Drake Bauer wing left. Tight end right, Schindler. Split backs with Lee and Wise. Give to Garrett. Runs into his own blocker. Tries the left side. He gets bent back from the 9-yard line. Only a gain of a yard as his progress was stopped at that point by Matt Goodman. 2nd down upcoming. Vikes just trying to be patient here in the early going. 5.5 to play first quarter, no score. Marshall Johnson brings the play in from the near sideline. Football is in the center of the field. Schindler tight end right. Wingback left is Marshall Johnson. The split left is Meyer. Split backs with Lee and Wise. Steffen takes the snap, gives to Lee, tries a fullback trap off left guard, and he gets bent back from the 7-yard line. Jordan Patterson, the man that dragged him back from there. They're going to give him the 7, so it's a gain of about 2.5. 3rd down upcoming for Decorah.
A big 3rd down here. We really would like to punch it in for 6 here if you can. You got the advantage on the short field position. You'd like to capitalize with 6 instead of 3.
1 of 3 on 3rd downs are the Vikings. 3rd and goal from the 7-yard line. Steffen takes the snap, pitch to Lee, right side, a block from Winter, tries to bounce it out at the numbers at the 10, turns upfield to the 5, lunges to the goal line. They're going to mark him in the vicinity of the 1-yard line. Got more screen blocking than knockdown blocking on the flank, but Lee did a good job of reading the blocking down to the 2, and it's 4th down upcoming, and the hamburger unit is coming onto the field. The hamburger unit involving Chris Sherman has a wingback in this set. 4-minute mark, first quarter, no score. Sherman will be the wingback right side. 2 tight ends on the line of scrimmage. Lee and Wise split behind Steffen on a 4th and goal. Give to Lee right side. Fighting to the goal line. He's in. Touchdown. Heck of a second effort by Zach Lee for the score. And the Vikes on the board. 8 minutes and 12 seconds into this one.
Crestwood really did a good job of lining up and coming after that package. Got physical up front and really got in the backfield, but great second effort by Zach Lee to get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Zach Lee with his 3rd rushing touchdown of the season. Parker Lane on the PATs this year is 15 of 17. Adam Hubden is your snapper. Paul Strand is your holder. Swinging gate from the left hash mark to the center of the field. Snap, spot, kick. It is up. It is good. It is 7-0 Decorah. There's 3:48 to play quarter number 1. Let's hear from Winneshiek Mutual Insurance. Vikes 2+ territory starts. They turned it over on one, but they took advantage of the other. It's 7-0 Decorah, 3:48 to play first quarter. Zach Lee with a heck of a second effort to score for the 3rd time this year. Zach Lee proving that kickers are football players too.
Definitely.
Like a Zach used to know.
Yeah, you could say that, I guess. Exactly. That's kind of a football player.
I'll go with the kind of part at least. So, nonetheless. Dalton Carrion, Dakota Rassman is the primary deep back for Crestwood. Zach Lee will kick off from right to left.
We preach that in our kicking camp too. We're not just kickers; we're football players too. You got to go out and hit people.
I know that's one thing Coach Hafner talks about up at Luther too. Lee with the football teed up on the left or near side hash mark. This one bounces at the 10 and going to skip into the end zone. Zach Lee with his 2nd touchback of the season. Cadets will start 1st and 10 from their own 20. 3:48 to play quarter number 1. 7-0 Decorah on the Zach Lee 2-yard touchdown run. on a 4th down and goal out of the hamburger set. Football will be in the center of the field. The Cadets will move left to right. Jordan Vovis will be split to the right side. Slot right will be Riley Wilson. Geyer and Rasmussen will be the slot backs, and Cuvalier will be the fullback. Cuvalier gets the call left side, big hole. He runs across the 25 to near the 30-yard line, gets bent back from there. That was either Cuvalier. It wasn't Cuvalier. It was actually one of the wing backs. That was Geyer who got the call behind the blocking of Cuvalier and got a gain of 9 yards.
I can see why you said that the second leading rushes per play. They really get off the ball well up front, and their backs they're running really hard.
2nd down and 1 from the 29-yard line. 2 receivers right, Riley Wilson and Jordan Vovis. Cuvalier is the fullback. Rasmussen and Geyer will be the slot backs. Geyer starts in motion. Cuvalier gets the call. No, it's an option right side to Geyer, and he gets dumped right at the 25-yard line. Brought down between the numbers and the hash mark by Marshall Johnson.
Nice play there by Marshall Johnson, really attacking the ball well and seeing that the play was going to be going to him right away. But also I got to give props to Cole Headington on that play. He got off the ball as fast as I've seen him get off the ball a year and drove his offensive lineman in the backfield, and I think maybe rushed the play a little bit, but it helped Marshall get to that guy and make the tackle, so props to both of them.
3rd and 4 from the 26. Twin receivers left side, 2 slot backs and a fullback. Short drive, McAllister will throw the left side. The catch is made by Rasmussen. He gets out across the 30 and gets dragged to the left far Crestwood sideline by Andy Lillegraven. At the 34-yard line, it's a gain of 9 and a 1st down. I think it's actually going to go as a rush since it was a backwards pass. So 1st down and 10 will be. Cadets move the sticks for the first time tonight. 2:15 to play first quarter. It is a 7-0 lead for the Corona. Zach Lee 2-yard touchdown run. Football on the left or far side hash mark. Rasmussen and Geyer will be the slot backs. Cuvalier the fullback. Twin receivers right side. Give to Spencer. Cuvalier off the right side. Gets dragged down in the center of the field near the 37-yard line. It is a gain of about 3 on the play. They're going to mark him at the 48-yard line, or the 38-yard line, so give him a gain of 4.
I don't know what formation Kresko was in there. Obviously, Marshall had been watching film and knew that was going to be a running play. I saw him kind of creeping in there, so that's nice to see that, we picking up on those little things early in the game.
2nd and 6 from the 38-yard line. McAllister gives to Cuvalier, and he is cut down right near the line of scrimmage at the 40. Big Cole Headington brings him down there after a gain of 2. 3rd and 4 for the Cadets. Minute 15 to play first quarter. 7-0 Decorah.
Yeah, Cole Headington, in this drive particular, has really gotten off the ball well, using his hands. That's a thing where, is a little underrated or undercoached, is using your hands on the defensive line. You got to get him with your shoulder pad first, but really get in and use his hands and shuck a guy to the side.
Cadets 1 of 2 on 3rd downs. 3rd and 4 from the 40. McAllister rolling out to his right side, dumps it right. Catch is made by Geyer. He's inside the 50, inside Decorah territory, and collared to the sideline by Marshall Johnson at the 46-yard line. Another swing pass makes some money for the Cadets. A gain of 14 and a 1st down. That one will go as a pass since it was a forward pass. Perhaps one of the first ones Austin McAllister has thrown tonight. 1st and 10, Decorah territory, 46-yard line. 44 seconds to play first quarter. 7-0 Decorah. 2 receivers to the left side, Colton Wiley and Jordan Vovis. 2 slot backs, and the fullback is Cuvalier. McAllister takes the snap, gives to Cuvalier, just plows ahead off right guard and gets as far as the 43-yard line. Tim Winter, the first contact. Austin Keck helped out. It's a gain of about 3.
Yeah, Crestwood just lined up there, and it's just straight ahead blocking, not really anything fancy, no trap play, no nothing, just a little ISO there by Cuvalier, and, I think they're going to be running that quite a bit tonight, just try and get off the line of scrimmage and push us around.
2nd and 6 from the 43-yard line. 2 receivers right. Two slot backs. The fullback is Kubelier. Football on the right or near side hash mark. McAllister takes the snap, option left side. He turns upfield. He gets to the 40, gets bent back there by Tim Winter. McAllister gets a gain of 3. It'll be a third down upcoming, and that's how we will start quarter number 2. It is a 7-0 lead for Decorah on a Zach Lee 2-yard touchdown run with 3:48 left in the first quarter. Let's take a break for Decorah Mobile Glass and Decorah Physical Therapy and Rehab. First quarter done, 7-0 Decorah. 31 yards rushing for Decorah, 29 for the Cadets, 14 passing for the Cadets, 3 for Decorah. Cadets 43 yards of total offense, Decorah 34. So it's a third down and 4 for the Cadets. They are 2 of 3 on third down conversions. They have the football at the Decorah 40-yard line, and they move to the end zone to our left. Rasmussen and Geyer, the slot backs. Kubelier, the fullback. Twin receivers right side. Give is to Geyer off the right side. He slips off right tackle and gets knocked back from near the 37-yard line. Andy Littlegraven in on the stop for Decorah, and it's going to be a fourth down.
That was a good job by Andy coming in there. Read the play really well. Came in, attacked the play really fast, and made a really nice tackle.
4th and 1 from the 37-yard line. 11:28 to play second quarter. It's a 7-0 lead for Decorah. Cadets up to the line of scrimmage. Receivers left and right. Two slot backs and Kubelier, the fullback. Geyer starts in motion to the right. The give is to Kubelier, plowing ahead. Gets knocked back by Schindler. Tries to go on second effort and gets dragged down there. It'll depend on the spot of the football. But no matter the result of the play, a pretty good response up front by the Decorah defensive line there, Big Z.
Yeah, definitely. Again, Cole Headington and Keegan Littlefield, Tim Winter, they all got a big fourth down stop.
Fourth down stop from the 37-yard line. Schindler got the first contact, but the tackles have to bust everything up before Schindler can get there, correct?
Yeah, that's so true. And, Sean, I know I've talked about him a lot all season, but, man, the kid really does make good plays, and he's smart out there on the defensive end position. He stays home, doesn't get beat outside much, and really comes down the line of scrimmage when his name is called and makes big plays.
1st and 10, 37-yard line, left to right go the Vikings. 11:13 to play first quarter, 7-0 Decorah. Receivers left and right out of the eye. Give to Jacob Rohr, and he is cut down by Kubelier as he tried the right side. And Kubelier brings him down at the 36-yard line in the center of the field. It's a loss of 2 yards. Rohr and Numedal are your backfield tandem right now.
In all of the years that playing against Cresco, I helped coach a little bit last year. They're going to blitz linebackers. We're going to have to be ready for it. You're not going to get them every time, but you just got to stay with them, and you'll get them eventually.
Vikings Radio 1240 KDC Decorah. 2nd and 12 from the 36-yard line. Give to Numedal. Tries a blast play off the right side. Gets cut down right near the line of scrimmage. Kubelier, the linebacker, first contact once again. They'll give him as far as the 38. It's a gain of 2 yards. It's 3rd down and 10 upcoming. Is tough going between the tackles both ways thus far, Big Z.
Yeah, definitely. We're working those little inside plays, ISO blasts and a couple trap plays, and we'll work into our sweep plays and then make a couple counter plays. It's going to take time and wear people out up front.
3rd down and 10 from the 38-yard line. Split backs, 2 receivers left. Steffen takes the snap, retreats in the pocket. He'll throw down the left side, going for Tweeten. The ball is deflected and incomplete. Tweeten had the coverage of Noah Geyer in the center of the field at the 43. It's 4th down. 4th and 10 it'll be, and Decorah will punt it back to Crestwood with 9:54 to play second quarter. 7-0 Vikings. Zach Lee's first punt on the night went 32 yards. Wilson and Rasmussen back deep for the Cadets. Hovden is your snapper. Adams sends it back to Zach Lee. Minimal pressure. He'll get the kick away. Nice one. Comes down to the near side, and Rassman takes it at the 22. Runs up the middle, and Adam Hovden hits him first with some help from Garrett Wise, who dumps him at the 29-yard line. So the punt goes 40, a return of 7, 9:42 to play. Quarter number 2. It is a 7-0 lead for Decorah. Cadets with the football back right to left.
Good hang time on the punt there by Zach Lee. Gave time for our cover guys to get down there and make a play.
1st and 10 from the 29-yard line, moving right to left. 2 receivers to the right side, Bovis and Wilson. Rasmussen and Guy are the slot backs, and Cuvalier will be the fullback. McAllister gives to Cuvalier, powering off the right side across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Cole Tweeten from the defensive line, the primary defender. Cuvalier a gain of 4 yards, and in this offense, it's tough to stop a fullback from getting positive yards on that initial read on the option.
Yeah, definitely, Darren. You know, especially when you got a pretty decent sized offensive line that can get off the ball, it makes it even easier.
2nd and 6 from the 33-yard line. 2 receivers left, 2 slot backs and a fullback. McAllister keeps it on the option left side, eludes one defender at the number. As he turns up the field, he lost the football. Decorah has it. Decorah has it. Jacob Brewer on the fumble recovery. It was stripped by big number 81, Sean Schindler.
He wears the number well. I can give him that. Once again, Sean, the fullback dive right away. Sean was there, attacked basically made the tackle on the fullback on the dive right away. Came back, recovered, came back from behind, stripped the ball from behind him, and forced a fumble recovery. So awesome job there.
8:57 to play, second quarter. Vikes left to right, leading 7-0. 1st and 10 from the Crestwood 39-yard line. Steffen takes the snap, gives off the right side to Zach Lee, looks for an opening, finds what he can as he turns it up at the numbers and gets brought down at the 37-yard line. The tackle credit to Reese Zubrod. It's a gain of 2. 2nd down upcoming, and we talk about from a play calling perspective, Decorah does a good job of being patient, and you're still in that phase right now. Yes, you're going to get 2-3 yards right now, but eventually you can hope to pack a big one if you remain committed to the scheme. 2nd and 8 from the 37-yard line. Split backs, wing left Marshall Johnson, tight end right. Or left is Tweeten. Give to Zach Lee off the left side behind the blocking of Wise. He moves straight ahead inside the 30 and gets covered up near the 29-yard line. They'll mark him closer to the 30. A good run there by Lee off the bottom of the pile. Riley Wilson for Crestwood.
And those are the type of plays that, you know, we're just talking about, Darren, where, you know, you get 2 plays here, but, you know, or 2 yards here, and then that one gets, you know, 6, and, you know, another block there that if we could have got on somebody, you know, it springs it open for a touchdown. That's a type of, you know, offense that we're looking for out of this Decorah team. Just nice, consistent.
3rd down and 1 from the 30-yard line, and here is the give up the middle to Zach Lee, and Zach Lee went off the right side, and he got brought down right near the line of scrimmage. So a 4th down upcoming for Decorah. So 4th and a yard upcoming for the Vikings. Sorry, we let the break run a little bit too much there at the quarter. We'll run it down here in a few moments. 1st down and 10 from the 29-yard line. And, in fact, they are going to measure here. We let the break. Our command out here did not read the signal too well. So this is what you missed after the quarter. It was a 3rd and 4 at the Decorah 40-yard line. Geyer got a gain of 3, and then on a 4th and 1 from the 37-yard line, Cuvalier a gain of 0, and that was a 4th down turnover. 11:13 to play here in quarter number 1, or in half number 1, and the Vikes actually are going to get a 1st down out of that. So it'll be 1st down and 10 from the 29-yard line. Decorah went 3 and out on the next possession. Rohrer a -2, Numedal a gain of 2, and then an incomplete pass Then a punt for Decorah. 2 plays into the next drive, Crestwood ended up fumbling. Sean Schindler strips Austin McAllister, and the fumble was recovered by Jacob Rohr at the Crestwood 39-yard line. And now it's first down and 10 for Decorah from the 29-yard line. Meyer to the left side, wing left is Rohr. Tight end right is Johnson. I formation in the backfield. Drop it a throw, Cole Steffen. Steffen throws down the right side into double coverage, and it is... They're going to rule, if they rule that an interception, that's just wrong. Without a back judge, that's going to be a difficult call for the officials. Absolutely no call is being made by the officials, and if it's no call at this point, it's an incomplete pass. The line judge and the head linesman are going to get together and rule that that was an incompletion when we saw it clearly from the booth that ball hit the ground. In fact, it one-hopped Riley Wilson, but he's going to get credit for the pick. You know what? This crew is working with a 4-man crew instead of a 5-man crew, so we'll give them a little bit of a break there. But if there's uncertainty there, that's got to be an incomplete pass, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. And the lines judge on this side had a fairly decent look at that ball, but hey, we're not here to criticize that. You still got to go out and play football. So
first down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Pitch on the right side to Geyer. Geyer hit near the 20-yard line and covered up right there as he tried the right numbers. Tried to turn it in, and Tim Winter said no further there. Second down upcoming. 2nd and 11 it will be from the 19-yard line. Right to left are the Cadets. It's still 7-0 Decorah. 2nd and 11 from the 19-yard line. 2 receivers left. Huvelier, the fullback, 2 slot backs and a wing back. Taking the snap as McAllister swings it out left side, caught by Rassman. He misses, allows one defender to miss. It was Marshall Johnson, tried to turn it up between the numbers and the hash mark and got brought down at the 23-yard line. It is a gain of 4, so it's 3rd down and 7 upcoming.
I'm not trying to take any credit away from Marshall Johnson. He tried to make a pretty good play on the ball, but you got to break down when you get within 2 yards of the play. You got to break down. You can't go for the big hit at the shoulder pads. Break down, make the tackle. It might not look good, but just make the tackle and tackle him for a loss.
3rd and 7 from the 23-yard line. McAllister takes the snap, rolling out to his right side. McAllister under pressure, looks to turn upfield, and he gets dumped back at the 20-yard line. It was a pass play initially. Everyone was covered. Keegan Lillefeld, Tim Winter in on the stop. Another 3-and-out from the Viking defense.
Lillefeld and Winter did a really good job of getting upfield in the quarterback's face, and we had other guys coming back in the cutback lanes, and they didn't over-pursue, and we're in the right spot to make a play there.
Punting for Crestwood will be Casey Olendijk, with Lee and John Will Jenkins back deep. Snap back in good shape. Moving forward and getting the kick away is Olendijk. Knuckleball kick bounces at the 50, taken on the right numbers by Lee at the Crestwood 46-yard line. He'll move into Crestwood territory, to the 40-yard line before getting brought down right there. The punt on the play goes 31. Nice return by Lee of 14. 4:32 to play till halftime. 7-0 Decorah. Another plus territory start for the Vikings.
Yeah, we got to start taking advantage of the short field that we're given and just really, especially now, 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, put a nice long, it's probably, you're probably not going to get more than 10 plays off, but, make it count.
1st and 10, 39-yard line. Vikes left to right, football on the right hash. I formation in the backfield. Wing left is Drake Bauer. Here's the give to Garrett Wise into a crowd left side of the line, breaking tackles and brought down in the center of the field. Near the 31-yard line, it takes 4 Cadets to bring him down. It's a gain of 4 yards. Matt Goodman last off the pile. It's a gain of 8 yards, for Garrett Wise. 2nd and 2 upcoming.
Those are the types of plays that, we're getting those 2 or 3 yard gains, here just a couple drives ago, and now that one, springs for 8.
2nd and 2 from the 31-yard line. To the right side, Dawson Meyer. Wing right is Johnson. I formation with Wise and Lee. Give to Zach Lee. No, it's an option right side. Steffen makes the pitch to Wise. Turns up at the numbers at the 30. Bounces off a defender at the 23. Gets inside the 20 and brought down right there. Riley Wilson among the defenders for the Cadets. The option goes for 11 and a first down. Good team play for Decorah.
Yeah, definitely a very good team play and good discipline by Cole Steffen there on the pitch. He really stood in there and waited till that defender committed all the way and then pitched the ball off to Garrett Wise, and Garrett made a really nice run and showed good balance and good determination to get the first down.
1st and 10 from the 20-yard line, right hash. Split right is Dawson Meyer, wing right Drake Bauer, tight end left Schindler, I formation. Give us to Zach Lee up the middle, and he tries the right guard and tried to cut it back a bit and gets as far as the 18-yard line. It's a gain of about 3 on the play. Austin McConnell in on the stop. 2nd and 8, call it from the Crestwood 18-yard line. Football on the right or near side hash mark. 3:18 to play second quarter. Dawson Meyer to the right side. Wing back right is Johnson. Tight end left Schindler. Split backs with Wise and with Lee. Taking the snap is Steffen. He'll give off the left side to Wise, and Wise got knocked back, or Lee got knocked back, I should say, from the 15-yard line. 3rd down upcoming. Another option look.
Yeah, we really got beat on that play. I'll give that play to Cresco. We got beat on our power side there. Schindler didn't get out the ball too well, and we just really just got beat on that play.
3rd and 5 from the 16. Meyer right, wing back right Bauer, tight end left is Schindler. Split backs with Wise and Lee. Bauer in motion right to left. Flag down as the Steffen keeps it off the left side inside the 10 and knocked back from the 8-yard line, but 2 men are going to be called in motion for Decorah, so it'll be a 3rd and 10 from the 20. 2:28 to play till halftime. The lone score thus far is Zach Lee. 2-yard touchdown run at the 3:48 mark of the first quarter. It is a 7-0 lead for Decorah. That's, I believe, the first penalty tonight, if I'm not mistaken. Mary Herman nods yes.
No, Cresco had one.
Yeah, for us.
I was talking to Decorah. and after I clarify, she nods yes again. Illegal motion on Decorah.
That's a type of penalty, though, that it shouldn't happen.
No, exactly.
So a holding play, here and there, the coaches can tell you're getting after it, but that play, that penalty there, that's unexcusable.
3rd and 10 from the 22. Receivers right, tight end left is Schindler. Split backs in the backfield. Steffen takes the snap, blitz is on. Screen pass right side, caught by Lee, hit by Cuvalier, but he doesn't finish the tackle, but one of his teammates does on the right hash mark at the 21. It was Jordan Patterson, the man that brought him down. A loss of a yard, and the field goal unit coming on for Decorah.
I would say this is going to be probably the extent of Parker Lane's range. This is going to be about a 37, 38-yarder.
Hovden will snap it. Strand will hold it. Lane is 2 for 2 on field goals. His long is 25. The angle will be from the right side. Snap, spot, kick. It is up, and it is no good. He pushed it to the left or far side. 1:27 to play till halftime. Vikes have dominated field position, Zach, but only have a 7-0 lead to show for it.
Yeah, especially when you get penalties like that. The last one that we just had, the 2-minute motion one, that hurts you and gets you behind the chains. And when you're in the red zone, you don't want to get behind the chains. You don't want to be 3rd and say 15 on inside the red zone, especially when you can get another first down and be 1st and goal and have another 4 downs.
Cadets 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Football will be on the left or near side hash mark as the Cadets move right to left. Both teams have turned it over twice thus far. Receivers left and right, 2 slot backs, and it looks like there might be a new fullback in the game, Jared Bergen, who is the homecoming king here at Crestwood here tonight. Motion from one of the slot backs gives to Bergen, and he is spun down by Sean Schindler immediately at the 23-yard line. Bergen able to get 3. 2nd down upcoming for the Cadets. Split backs in the backfield. Receivers left and right, and they are actually two slot backs, and the fullback is Bergen. Geyer goes in motion. Option right side. McAllister tried to make a pitch. He faked a pitch, and he got spun down by Andy Lilligraven as he tried the right side at the 24-yard line. It's going to be third down upcoming. Decorah does have 3 timeouts remaining if they want to use them. But just the way the first half has gone, you don't know. Maybe you just want to get this thing to halftime and go from there.
If a guy got a tackle for a loss here, it'd have to be pretty substantial, but a guy could almost call a fair catch situation again.
Third down and 6 from the 24-yard line. McAllister takes the snap, gives to Rasmussen, looks to turn upfield, gets across the 30 to the 35, brought down by Dallas Meyer on the left hash mark at the 37-yard line, gain of 13 and a first down. So the Cadets getting some yardage, but the Vikes have the lead right now. We'll see how aggressive Crestwood wants to play it, and they're immediately up to the line of scrimmage. They have 2 timeouts remaining as well. McAllister will take a snap and spike it to stop the clock with 11.1 to play. I guess if you got 2 timeouts remaining, I don't know why the heck you would have take the spike there. Seems kind of silly to me. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing.
Frankly, it's a waste of a play.
Yeah, you know that.
And that's why I said what I said. Second and 10 from the 37-yard line. 2 receivers right, 2 slot backs and a fullback. Geyer starts in motion. Taking the snap, McAllister rolling out to his right side. McAllister still on the run, turning upfield across the 40. He's to the 45, the 50, and shoved to the sideline by Lane Ralph at the 47-yard line. And that clock did not stop. For some reason, that only took 5 seconds. There is no way in the world that only took 5 seconds.
Wasn't there 11 seconds on the clock when?
And it was 11 seconds. You're right.
Yeah, it was. When I seen him go out of bounds, it was still 11 on the clock, and then they ran it down 2 seconds. It should be more like 3 seconds, 2 seconds left on the clock.
To be honest with you.
Yep.
That's a 15-yard gain for McAllister on a pretty nice run by the young man. Let's give him credit for that. But boy. Get some caffeine to the press box in
okay, there's no way
right now. I mean, those mistakes happen, and I mean, I'm not accusing anyone of bias, but at that time of the game, you just can't make a mistake like that. They're going to put 4 seconds on the clock, and personally, I don't even think it should be that much, but I think it's a fair compromise. First and 10, 47-yard line. Vikes have 5 in the secondary right now. First and 10, 47-yard line, Decorah territory. Receivers left and right. 2 slot backs, and Cuvalier is the fullback. McAllister.
That's a false start.
And a false start from the receiver on the far side. And the young man who did it raised his hands up as if to say what, and I think he might be saying that to his teammates as compared to the call itself. And now Crestwood will take a timeout with 4 seconds left at halftime. Since I let a break run too long, you will hear Brad Johansson's cross-country interview at halftime. You already heard Christy Nimrod. Zach and I did some of our better play-by-play during that time, for the record. But nonetheless, you didn't miss the score, but all in all, it's kind of been sloppy football tonight, let's be honest about it.
It has. Who knows if it was starting off the game with the, I didn't mean that in a bad way, but starting off the game with the referee getting injured, and, it kind of, mixes up everything as far as, the flow of the game and whatnot. But you can't let that kind of stuff affect you, and you just got to really focus in on the job at hand and just go out and play football.
So 4 seconds left here in the half. First and 15 back to the Crestwood 48-yard line. 2 slot backs, 2 receivers, and Cuvalier will be the fullback. And referee is trying to get this one back into play, and here we go. Vikes have 5 in the secondary. Geyer in motion as McAllister takes the snap, swings it out right side. Catch is made by Geyer at the 47. He slips a defender, gets as far as the 43-yard line, and gets stumped right there by Tim Winter. Well, you know what? The positiveness is you got the lead. The negativity is you got to play a lot better, and in all honesty, this should probably be about a 21-0 ball game right now.
I would have to agree. You know, we got to capitalize on our opportunities when we get them, and we didn't do that. So that's why the score is 7-0. Like you said, it probably should be 14 or 21-0. So we'll live with it and come back and play football in the second half, and hopefully we can come back out in the second half and be mistake free. I think that's the biggest thing going into the second half. We've had our opportunities. We've been given awesome field position. I would say, I don't know what it is for a stat. Mary's got it over here, but as far as the field position for the second. So anyway, we'll hopefully be mistake-free in the second half.
All right, that's Zach Current. We'll have an interview with Brad Johansson next. 7-0 Decorah leads it here at the halftime break. This for Vic Seating. In the first half, Crestwood with 74 yards rushing, 23 passing, 97 overall. Decorah 64 yards rushing, 3 passing, 67 overall. Decorah's had it 13-19. Crestwood's had it 10-41. Decorah 2 of 7 on third downs. Crestwood 3 of 6. Dakota Raspman 3 rushes, 26 yards. Austin McAllister 8 for 19. Noah Geyer 6 for 15. Spencer Cuvalier 5 for 11. McAllister 2 of 3 passing for 23 yards. Decorah 11 rushes, 40 yards and a touchdown for Zach Lee. Garrett Wise 6 for 18. Johnson 1 for 6. Newmanall 1 for 2. Cole Steffen 2 of 7, 3 yards passing and 2 interceptions. Lee caught both of the passes to this point. So those are the numbers. Not very impressive, but the scoreboard is what matters. And Decorah leads that by a 7-0 margin, and you've kept Crestwood off the scoreboard at the halftime break, Zach.
Yeah, definitely. You know, we could have definitely capitalized on more plays from in the first half, but all in all, you got to give credit to our defense really for keeping us in the game, though. So you know, Sean Schindler forced a couple fumbles, and we capitalized on that. But you know, all in all, I think our offense just needs to go out and execute better. That's just plain and simple.
Average field position in the first half. Decorah average start, the Crestwood 47, and Crestwood's average start, the Crestwood 22-yard line.
And how many possessions have we had offensively?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's 5 possessions overall, and only 1 has started in Decorah territory, and you only got 7 points. That's the sign that you talked about, Zach. Offense has to play better. I mean,
yeah,
and give credit to a Crestwood defense playing pretty well too. But
right,
offense has to play better than that.
The offense definitely has to go out. It's just plain execution. You know, go out there and beat the man across from you. That I know it's probably easier said than done, but you know, because this Cresco defense is, you know, they're throwing different stuff at us. You know, they're blitzing linebackers and you know, they're just, you know, going out and hitting hard, but we just got to come out and be one step up from them and put the ball in the back of the end zone when we get the opportunity to.
Rasmussen, Geyer, and Wilson back deep to field the kick of Zach Lee, who will kick off from left to right to restart the ball game. As we sit on the visiting side here at Crestwood, and the kickoff will come to left or from left to right. And that will be a eastbound kick from Zach Lee, who has the football teed up on the left or far side hash mark. Primary deep back is Rasmussen. Lee has put one of his 2 kicks into the end zone. This one is a deep kick coming down to Rasmussen at the 5, up the hash mark to the 10, to the numbers 15, he's to the 20, up the sideline to the 25, and knocked to the sideline. I believe it was your guy, Sean Schindler. Made another play as he knocks him out at the 28.
The kid is all over the field, and it's just fun to see that when a guy's just out there playing with, as Coach Post would call it, recklessness, abandon.
Reckless abandon.
There we go. I knew you'd come through with me and helping me on that. Quit laughing at me.
I've interviewed the guy a time or two. Two slot backs and a fullback, receivers left and right. First and 10, 28, right hash mark. McAllister sends Geyer in motion. Give to the fullback. Cuvalier slams ahead off right tackle, bent back from near the 32-yard line. It is a gain of 4 yards on first down. And the thing of it is, with the Cadets only down a score right now, they can pretty much stick to their game plan, Zach.
Yeah, definitely. They're going to stick to their game plan. They're going to use that fullback as much as possible, I'm guessing, and then mix in, a couple option plays here and there. And I'm guessing they're probably going to throw a pass, try and mix it up a little bit and catch us off guard.
Second and 6 from the 32-yard line. Two slot backs and a fullback. Receivers left and right. McAllister gives to the fullback. Cuvalier slamming ahead off right guard. He'll move as far as the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Correction, it was Bergen on the carry that time, and Schindler in on the stop. It is a gain of 7 yards.
As I brought up here just a minute ago, as far as the Crestwood passing game, with Tristan Bohr out, probably one of their biggest playmakers as a wide receiver, that probably takes a pretty good threat away on the passing game.
First and 10, 39-yard line. Two slot backs, receivers left and right, and Bergen is the fullback. McAllister sends Geyer in motion left to right. McAllister gives to Bergen as he slams off right guard once again. That was Cuvalier, rather. It's 47 and 44, and Garrett Wise brings him down at the 44. It is a gain of 5 yards. I apologize if I misidentify a guy. And it looks like they might be rotating Cuvalier and Bergen at that fullback position.
Yeah, I think they are, Darren. And, these jersey numbers on the Cadets is not easy to see. So it's not your eyesight going bad.
Well, for now at least. Second and 5 from the 44, 7-0 Decorah. McAllister keeps it on the option, turns it up the hash mark, gets inside Decorah territory and brought down by Lane Ralph at the 47-yard line in Viking territory. It is a keeper, a gain of 9, and a first down for a shifty quarterback.
First drive coming out of the second half here by the Cadets. They're really getting off the ball well and moving this Decorah defensive line. We got to do a little bit better job of, getting low and getting off our blocks and reading the play and just go execute.
First down at 10, 47-yard line. Officials timeout on the field as Lane Ralph had some blood on his arm. And Dawson Meyer will come into the secondary for Decorah. Meyer and Mott at the corner positions. Lee and Johnson at the safeties. And now they're saying Garrett Wise has some blood on as well. And Derek Hendrickson has to come up and play linebacker right now. So Dr. Dave and Derek Roush training for Decorah tonight into action on the near side. First and 10, 47-yard line. Cuvalier is the fullback. Two slot backs and receivers left and right. McAllister runs straight up the middle. He's inside the 40, and down he goes near the 37-yard line. It'll be a first down. Sean Schindler in on the stop. Perhaps an audible in that case for McAllister. Just ran up the backside of Isaiah Passmore as center, and the Cadets got a positive play out of it.
Yeah, he's seen something that he thought he could make a positive play on, and they did just that.
First and 10, Decorah territory, 37-yard line, 7-0 Decorah, but the Cadets on the drive early second half. Geyer in motion. Here's McAllister running up the middle once again, but this time it's a bear hug from Big Cole, and Cole slams down McAllister, knocking him back from the 34. It's a gain of 3 yards. They mark him at the 35, so call it a gain of 2.
In that situation, I think, Cole does a pretty good job of getting off the line of scrimmage and getting into that offensive guy, but sometimes the coach Truan will throw in a slant here or there, and that time it was just in the right direction.
Second and 8 from the 35. Two receivers set out, two slot backs and a wing back as Cuvalier is the fullback. McAllister gives to Cuvalier. He's cut down right near the line of scrimmage at the 34-yard line, responding well. Cole Headington as well as Andy Lilligraven. Garrett Wise back into the lineup for Decorah. 3rd and 7 for the Cadets. 8:55 to play in the third. 7-0 Decorah. Cadets with their first third down opportunity of the second half. They were 3 of 6 in the first half on that statistic. Bovis to the left side. Wilson to the right. Rasmussen and Geyer the slot back. Scuvalier the fullback. McAllister takes the snap. Has time. Throws over the middle, and it's incomplete. Dallas Mott knocked away the football from Riley Wilson inside the 20-yard line. It's fourth down.
That was just a little bit deeper than a slant. I'd say, kind of a post pattern there. That's probably the best coverage I've seen by Mott all year as far as being in the correct position, using the right hand, and just being there on time. I think that's good to see for him, as far as facing some passing game here against the Cadets and further down the road this season.
4th and 7 from the 34. In Decorah territory, 2 receivers left, 2 slot backs, and a fullback. Robida throws McAllister. He runs to his left. He looks to throw downfield. He throws wide of the mark, incomplete. A bend but don't break from the Decorah D. McAllister was under duress from Drake Bauer from Cole Headington as well as Andy Lilligraven that time, and there was really no receivers open as the intended target. Geyer was on the sideline, but McAllister threw it 4 yards out of bounds.
The Decorah offense hasn't been able to do much tonight, but give credit to the Decorah defense is, really sticking in there and getting some crucial stops on 4th down and an interception and a couple turnovers.
1st and 10, 34-yard line. Vikes left to right, up 7-0, 8:17 to play in the third. Dawson Meyer to the left side. Drake Bauer wing back left. I formation, Zach Lee and Garrett Wise. Cole Tweeten the tight end right. Give to Garrett Wise left side. Finds an opening, slanting left, and Matt Goodman jumps on his back and drags him down outside the hash mark. Between the number and the hash mark on the far side at the 39. It's a gain of 5 yards, though.
Nice pickup on 1st down. Got a good 5-yard gain. You can work with that, put you in a good position to call play on 2nd down and hopefully, get another good gain and put it in 3rd and short.
2nd and 5 from the 39-yard line. Football on the left or far side hash. Meyer left, wing left is Johnson. Tight end right is Tweeten I with Lee and with Wise. Here's the give to Zach Lee, squeezing off left guard, hits the 41-yard line, gets knocked back from there. Jared Bergen responding from the linebacking core. It's 3rd down upcoming. Vikes 2 of 7 on 3rd down conversions. 7:20 to play here in the third quarter. 7-0 Decorah, 3rd and 3 from the 41-yard line. Football left hash, I formation, wing right, Bauer split right is Meyer, tight end left is Tweeten. Steffen takes, keeps it on the belly, right side, runs to the 45, up the center of the field, gets knocked back from the 47-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Jordan Patterson knocked him back from there. A tough 6 yards for Cole Steffen.
Nice little ride there by Cole Steffen and keeping it off the right side of the line and getting a nice pick up there and showing good toughness and as we've seen all season from him, and throwing his body in there and picking up the 1st down.
1st and 10, 47-yard line. Meyer to the left, wing back left is Marshall Johnson. Tight end right is Tweeten. I with Lee and Wise. Steffen under his center, Ben Duggar keeps it on the belly, left side, turns upfield. He's inside the 50, turns up the hash mark and gets all the way down to the Crestwood 39-yard line. Matt Goodman, the man that brought him down. They'll mark him at the 40, 13 to the good, and a 1st down for Decorah.
Very intelligent block there by Zach Lee out in front of Cole Steffen there, and Cole, got the last, 4 or 5 yards on his own. He dragging defenders.
1st and 10, 40-yard line. 6.5 to play in the third. 7-0 Decorah. Crestwood territory. Split right, Meyer. Wing right is Bauer. Tight end left, Tweeten. I with Lee and Wise. Steffen takes the snap off play action. Dump right. Catch made by Bauer outside the numbers at the 30. He's to the 25. Eludes a defender at the 22. Gets inside the 20 and brought down from behind. At the 18-yard line, the tackle Isaiah Passmore. A gain of 22 and a 1st down.
Drake Bauer, nice catch there, and he's not the fanciest guy in the world. He's just going to line up and just when he's blocking, just come out and smack you and hit you, get off the ball. And it showed the same thing on the catch there.
1st and 10, 18-yard line, right near hash. Meyer right. Johnson wing right. Tight end left is Tweeton. I with Wise and with Lee. Here's the give to Lee. Hesitation move off the left side. He runs inside the 10 and gets dumped at the 7-yard line. It'll be a first down, a gain of 11 yards. Jordan Volvis, the man that brought him down.
Zach made a couple key cuts there right at the line of scrimmage, eluded a defender, and then ran a guy over at about the 7-yard line there to pick up a nice gain.
First and 10 from the 6-yard line, or first and goal from the 6. Meyer right, Bauer wing right. Tight end left is Tweeton. I formation with Lee and Wise. Stepping under center. Ben Duggar takes the snap, gives to Lee off the right side. He'll elude one defender, but cannot get away from Spencer Cuvalier at the 5. Brought down between the numbers and the hash mark after a gain of 2. Second and goal it'll be. 5:25 to play here in the third. Decorah leading 7-0, looking for more. Football on the right near hash mark. Meyer to the right side, wing back right, Marshall Johnson. Tight end left, Colin Tweeton. I with Lee and with Wise. Stepping under center, takes the snap, keeps it on the belly right side. He fights to the 1-yard line. He carries the tackler to the goal line and got bent back from there. The Cadets deny him the goal line. 4 tacklers, including Bergen, Geyer, and Cuvalier on the stop, but it's third and goal.
Here comes the hamburger package in. Going to line up and go power here.
Third and goal, it'll be at the 1-yard line. 4:40 to play in the third. 7-0 Decorah. Drake Bauer is in at a wing back. Tight end, he will actually be the tight end on the left side. Tight end right is Tweeton. Wing back right is Sherman. Split backs with Lee and Wise. Give to Garrett left side. He is in. Touchdown! Garrett Wise makes it 13-0 with 4:20 to play in the third quarter. The Vikes ran away from the power, but it still worked.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's a good little offset play there with, you line up power. And you showed that on film last week as far as you went to that side and you're going to run behind him. We ran up behind him one time tonight, and then we come back the opposite way and a little misdirection there off of the power side and get the touchdown. And it looked like it was pretty wide open.
3:57 off the clock, 66 yards in 9 plays. Adam Hovden, the snapper. Paul Strand, the holder. Flags fly as somebody moved early for Decorah. 4:20 left here in the third quarter, but the Vikes score on their initial drive here in the second half. That's the second penalty for 10 yards, but a couple of inopportune penalties tonight, Big Z.
Yeah, those are the type of penalties that the coaches look at and say, that can't happen. As I mentioned earlier, a holding.
High snap, gloved by Strand. Lane's kick is up, and it is good. 14-0 Decorah. With 4:20 to play in the third, let's take a break for Rockweiler Appliance and TV. Decorah in the first half had 67 yards of total offense and 66 on the first drive of half number 2. More importantly, 7 points there, Zach.
Yeah, definitely. I thought the offense did a really good job of staying together. They finished that drive well. It was a nice methodical drive. Had a couple big explosive, plays. I would say in that drive to really open things up.
This time Parker Lane will kick off from left to right. He has his football teed up on the left or far side hash mark. As Lane's kick a little shorter on the run. Raspin takes it near side hash at the 15 to the 20 to the numbers into the 25, and he's upended. Shy of the 30-yard line. Looked like Derek Hendrickson, the man that brought him down right there. First and 10 from the 29-yard line. Right to left go the Cadets, trailing 14-0. 4:14 to play in the third. This is Vikings Radio 1240 KDEC Decorah and KDECradio.com. Zach Current, Darren Swenson here. A first quarter touchdown from Zach Lee. A third quarter touchdown from Garrett Wise have been the scores tonight for the Vikings.
On this drive, I'd like to see the defense stop that, the fullback maybe just a little bit better and make Cresco go to an option play and force him to make a turnover again.
First and 10, 30-yard line. 2 slot backs and a fullback. McAllister gives to Geyer, try to counter play to the right side, got knocked back. It was Andy Lillegraven who brought the wood that time, but the defensive line also in there stuff in the way as well. Second and 10 upcoming.
Andy did a nice, intelligent job there of filling his gap in the right position and just making a timely tackle and really made a physical tackle as well.
2nd and 10 from the 30-yard line. 2 receivers to the left. Wiley and Wilson. 2 slot backs, and the fullback is Bergen. Dropping a throw is McAllister. Running play to the left side on a throw to the left. Rasmussen caught it at the 30, dragged out of bounds by Wise at the 32. Flag came from the head linesman on the near side, and it's somewhere in the tune of an illegal block, or so it appears. It's a hold against Crestwood at the 28.
That was a very intelligent angle there by Garrett Wise. He coming from the far side linebacker position and tracking that play all the way down to the, as I would call, the near side of the field as it appears to us, and made a really nice play for, as it appeared on the field, maybe a 1-yard gain at the time, but with the penalty, it's going to set him back here.
2nd and 22, it'll be back to the 18-yard line. Crestwood penalized for the 3rd time tonight for 20 yards. 2 receivers to the right side. Rasmussen and Geyer will be the slot backs. It appears Bergen will be the fullback. Football on the left hash. On a 2nd and 22, McAllister takes the snap on the roll to the right side, being chased by Winter. He's near the sideline and sacked by Tim Winter at the 14-yard line. A loss of 4. It's 3rd down and 26.
Nice play by Tim Winter there. Didn't let the guy get outside of him to hook him on the block there by that offensive tackle, and he fought it off and had his inside arm in there and extended and got away from that tackle and made the nice sack on the quarterback there.
3rd down into Davis corners for the Cadets. 3rd and 25 from the 16-yard line. 2 receivers set out, 1 to the left, 1 to the right. Rasmussen and Geyer the slot backs. Cuvalier the fullback, dropping a throw. McAllister throws a deep ball right side, incomplete. Ralph knocked it away from the intended target. Bovis on the Crestwood far sideline at the 38. It's 4th down.
Both of our cornerbacks have been playing really well tonight. I know a couple times in the past couple games they've been giving up that long pass play, and I know Coach Rollinger really takes pride in coaching those cornerbacks up, and along with Coach Tungan, I know when he gets the chance during the week. So it's good to see that our cornerbacks are starting to play a little bit better in the pass game.
Cuvalier to punt once again for the Cadets. 2 punts, a 31-yard average. Snap back in good shape, no pressure. He'll get the kick away. Coming down to the center of the field, Zach Lee at the 45, catches it to the numbers 40. He's to the 30, escapes a defender at the 28, knocked out of bounds. They'll mark him in the vicinity of the 25-yard line. A 31-yard punt. They'll mark him out at the 24, so the return is 21. Another plus territory start for the Vikings. 3:01 to play in the 3rd. 14-0 Decorah.
I'm going to give credit to John Will Jenkins there for springing that play loose. We've been talking about how good he does of returning punts and kicks, and this time he wasn't the man catching it. Came up and had a really nice block to spring that one loose. 1st and 10, 23-yard line, left far hashes. The Vikes move left to right, leading 14-0. Drop it, a throw, Steffen. Swing pass right side, catch made by Wise at the 25, 20 near sideline to the 15 of the 10. Eludes a defender to the end zone, touchdown! Steffen to Wise for the score. It's 20-0 Decorah. 2:51 to play, quarter number 3. First career receiving touchdown for Garrett Wise. Garrett's the type of kid, if you get him out in the open field where he can put his shoulder down and really show the ability he has to escape tackles and make people miss it, and then just the toughness that he shows when he gets down to the goal line and getting in, he does a good job.
Snap, spot, kick for Parker Lane's PAT. It is up, it is good. 1 play, 23 yards, 10 seconds off the clock. It is 21-0 Decorah. 2:51 to play here in the 3rd. Let's take a timeout for Bruning Rock Products. Vikings 21, Crestwood nothing. A touchdown run for Wise and a touchdown pass from Steffen to Wise here in the 2nd half. Vikes able to score a couple of times here in half number 2 after the offense struggled in half number 1. Lane kicks off from left to right. The kick bounces at the 23, taken by Geyer at the 15.
That's a block in the back.
He turns upfield across the 20 and gets covered up near the 24-yard line. Bottom line, Geyer really didn't have any lanes to go. First down and 10, 24-yard line. Brett Schaefer among those on special teams, as well as Derek Hendrickson. First and 10 for Crestwood from that point. They move right to left. They trail 21-0 with 2:44 to play in the third.
Going back to our last offensive possession, I thought, Coach Riley and Coach Rollinger and Coach Post and all the guys that are on the offensive side, I thought they did a good job of getting Cole back in a rhythm as far as throwing those little short passes off to the running backs and getting him back on a rhythm.
Dyke New Hartford has defeated Southwind 23-0. First and 10, 25-yard line for the Cadets. McAllister takes the snap, tries to give it to Bergen off the left side. He stood up and knocked back. The defensive tackle stood up the play. Sean Schindler, Marshall Johnson, Zach Lee said no further. They give him maybe a half a yard, second and circa 10.
I like the fact that our defensive line is really getting after it still, and we got guys filling in the gaps and collapsing down on that little inside run play that they got going for them.
Second and 10, 25-yard line. Football towards the left or near side hash mark. Receivers left and right. Two slot backs and a fullback is Cuvalier. Geyer starts in motion. McAllister takes the snap, rushes on, throws the right side. Catch made at the 30 to the 35 at the numbers. Brought down at the 40-yard line. Reception made by Dakota Rassman. He was dragged down by Derek Hendrickson. It's a gain of 15 and a first down for the Cadets.
I think we got mixed up there a little bit on the crossing pattern there from the receiver for the Crestwood Cadets, and got sprung open and made a nice catch.
First and 10, 40-yard line. Wiley right, Wilson to the left. Rassman and Geyer are the slot backs. Cuvalier is the fullback. McAllister gives to Cuvalier, plows ahead off left guard to the 43-yard line. Schindler in on the stop. It's a gain of 3. 90 seconds to play in the third. 21-0 Decorah. Vikes with two scores here in the second half. Wise a 1-yard touchdown run, and Wise a 23-yard touchdown reception from Cole Steffen. Second and 6 from the 44-yard line. Taking the snap is McAllister. He'll give to Cuvalier. He'll bounce off a defender at the line of scrimmage, but get covered up in the vicinity of the 47-yard line. Cole tweeting in on the tackle from the defensive line. Help came from Andrew Bonelli as well. Third down and 4 upcoming.
I would guess a third down. They're probably in 4-down territory here at the middle of the field, so they'll probably play for 2 downs here.
Probably an educated guess with 35 seconds left here in the third quarter. 21-0 Decorah. McAllister takes the snap, gives to Cuvalier. First down and more off the right side. He runs up the numbers and gets brought down on the far side at the 40. Zach Lee, the primary defender. Cuvalier, a tough old bird in there. He gets 13 to a first down.
Yeah, when he gets an open hole that the offensive line creates for him, if he can, get a decent hole there, he's going to make something happen. He's hard to bring down and runs hard.
25 seconds left here in the third quarter. 21-0 Cadets. First and 10 from the 40-yard line. Receivers left and right. Two slot backs and a fullback. McAllister gives to Rassman. Cuts it in off left guard, and he gets covered up at the 41-yard line. Schindler and Lillegraven brought him down. Correction, that was the 36-yard line. So, second and 6 it'll be to start the fourth quarter. Decorah leads 21-0 after 3. Let's take a break for Dental Associates. Welcome back to Crestwood, everybody. Decorah led 7-0 at the half, but added 14 points in quarter number 3. They scored both times they had the ball in that quarter. A Wise 1-yard touchdown run to cap off a 66-yard 9-play drive. And a 1-play 23-yard drive, a Stephen to Wise connection, the first career catch for a touchdown for Garrett Wise. Garrett now on the season with 7 rushing touchdowns, 1 receiving touchdown, and Cole Steffen now has 2 touchdown passes. His only other touchdown pass was against Independence to Jacob Rohr. Crestwood will move to the end zone to our right, the east end zone here at Cadet Field here in the fourth quarter. It's 21-0 Decorah. 2nd and 7 it'll be from the 36-yard line. 2 slot backs and a full back. Receivers left and right. Give is to Geyer off the right side. Spinning forward. Brought down by Headington. They're going to mark him at the 32. It's a gain of 4 yards. So 3rd down upcoming. And that's the thing with this offense. When you're down 21-0, you got to push the pedal to the metal probably more than you're comfortable doing. 3rd down and 2 upcoming from the 32. Football towards the right or near side hash mark. Receivers left and right. 2 slot backs and a fullback. Give off the left side to Rasmussen. He tried to cut it back. It's knocked back from the 32-yard line. Andy Lilligraven says no further there. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Andy did a nice job up and come up and finish him off. I know Keegan Littlefield was in there right away and had him, at the bottom of the pile, but Andy made a nice finishing tackle.
4th and 3 from the 33-yard line. Cadets 0 of 2 on 4th down conversions tonight. 10:53 to play in the game. Cadets trail 21-0 on homecoming for Crestwood. Receivers left and right. 2 slot backs, and the fullback is Cuvalier. Rasmussen starts in motion. Here is McAllister on a naked belly. Left side, turns upfield inside the 30, shoved to the sideline by Dallas Mott at the 28-yard line. They're going to give him 5. It'll be a 1st down. Nice design play by the Cadets that time.
I was just going to give credit to them on that play there. Nice little what they've been running a couple times tonight. They faked it and a little kind of like not a naked boot, but just kind of keep the quarterback off and got a nice pickup there.
10:38 to play 4th quarter, 21-0 Cadets. 1st down it will be. Cadets trail the Vikings. 1st down and 10 from the Viking 29. Receivers left and right. 2 slot backs and Bergen the fullback. McAllister takes the snap, rolling to his right side. Dump right. Catch is made by Geyer. Hit by Marshall Johnson and dumped right there at the 29-yard line on the right near hash. It is a gain of 0. 2nd down and 10 as 44 with the stop once again.
Earlier in the game, I kind of got on Marshall a little bit for not breaking down in the open field and making the tackle, and he did exactly what he was supposed to do in that situation right there. Broke down and said no to the Crestwood Cadet receiver there and made a nice stop on 1st down.
2nd and 10 from the 29-yard line. Wilson to the left side, Wiley to the right. Rasmussen and Geyer the slot backs. Bergen will be the fullback. McAllister takes the snap, gives to Rasmussen, runs the left side, tries to bounce it outside, gets knocked back by one man, tried to spin away from him and gets knocked back by another man. They're going to give him progress to the 30-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so 3rd down and 11. Johnson was there, Schindler was there, Lillefeld was there. Good team discipline defense by the Vikings.
Yeah, those 3 guys on the far side of the defense of line and the linebacker on that side did a good job of getting into the defender and using their hands, like I said earlier, extending that defender away from you so you can see what's going on and then, get off of him and make a tackle.
3rd down and 11 from the 30-yard line. Got to say hi to our halftime guest last week, Connor Doyle.
Hi, Doyle.
I don't know if that comment was directed to me or Zach.
I'll take it.
3rd down and 11. Cadets 4 of 10 on 3rd down conversions. McAllister under center takes the snap, rolls to his right side. Austin still on the roll towards the sideline. Hit as he throws the right side, incomplete. And they're going to rule a flag as Winter knocked McAllister to the sideline. The flag came in on the tackle. And my guess, it's going to be a rough in the passer. I turned away once the ball was thrown, and they're going to rule a personal foul against Decorah.
No.
And I'm guessing what they're going to say is the hit was applied, and after the contact took place, he threw him down. And Bill Post is talking to Mr. Henn, the official, right now. And normally Bill doesn't get too animated on a call. This is probably as animated as he is going to see because with the naked eye, I saw Winter hit him as he was throwing the ball.
And he hit him as he was throwing the ball, and he hit him inside the out of bounds line. I seen the is it the umpire?
The referee.
The referee motion that he pushed him when he was on the ground.
Okay. And first and 10 from the 15-yard line as the Cadets get the first down by penalty. From the right hash, McAllister takes the snap, hop flies to the left side, incomplete, timing off between McAllister and Wilson, as Wilson was at about the hash mark level of the end zone. The ball was thrown to the corner of the end zone, and I think that might have been the case, because what you had there was just a personal foul signal. There wasn't a personal foul and a roughing the passer signal. So that makes it, that would make a little bit more sense based on the interpretation.
And when he told Coach Post that, I think Coach Post maybe realized that, and I think maybe Tim even realized that too, because he kind of came to the sideline and realized that.
Second and 10 from the 15-yard line. McAllister takes the snap, gives to Bergen off the left side, try to cut it back, but he had nowhere to go. Tweeten, Headington, and Schindler all there. Gain of 0, third down and 10 for the Cadets with 8:38 to play in the fourth. It's 21-0 Decorah. Second and, or it is third down and 10 for the Cadets. Football towards the right or near side hash mark as the Cadets trail at 21-0. A receiving and a rushing touchdown for Garrett Wise and another rushing touchdown for Zach Lee. Receivers left and right, two slot backs and a fullback. Dropping a throw is McAllister. He'll throw the right side. Knocked away, incomplete. Lane Ralph knocked it away from the intended target. Colton Wiley on the numbers at the goal line. Fourth down. You couldn't have played it any better, Big Z.
No, I'm telling you, he's really stepped up here in this game. I haven't seen him play this well all season, and tonight he's had two really good pass breakups and been in the right place at the right time.
Cadets 1 of 3 on third down conversions, 4th and 10, or on fourth down conversions, 4th and 10 from the 15-yard line. 21-0 Decorah, 8:05 to play. Receivers left and right. Rasmussen and Geyer are the slot backs. Dropping the throws, McAllister. He'll pop fly to the right side. Incomplete. Pass wide of the mark. Jordan Vovis, the intended receiver, against Lane Ralph. And it's a fourth down turnover. More bending, but no breaking from the guys in white.
That's something that we've kind of not I would say prided ourselves on. We might give up a couple big plays here and there, but we're going to be really disciplined when it comes time to, in the red zone and limit teams from scoring touchdowns. I think that we do a good job at that.
First and 10 from the 15-yard line, 8:01 to play in the game. As Steffen brings his troops up to the line of scrimmage, Vikes right to left. Split left, wing left, I formation, tight end right. Steffen takes, gives to Zach Lee as he squeezes through off the left side. Doesn't get much. Out to maybe the 17-yard line. Correction, that was, it was Lee on the carry, a gain of 2. Middle of the line, bringing him down and including Jordan Girolamo. 2nd and 8 upcoming, and for the most part, you got to credit this Cadet defense. They played pretty well tonight too, Zach.
Yeah, they've definitely, especially in the first half and even in the second half, they've limited the Vikings to
not much. 2nd down and 8 from the 17-yard line. Give to Garrett Wise, running the left side, turns it up the sideline. 20, he's to the 30, 35, 40. Garrett to the numbers in the 50, being chased to the 40, to the 30. He could run to Davis Corners. Touchdown! A trifecta of scores for Garrett Wise. A 27-0 lead for Decorah with 7:11 to play here in the fourth quarter. 83-yard touchdown run for Garrett Wise, his 5th run this year of longer than 50 yards.
He showed, he had to make a couple guys miss at about the 40, 50-yard line, and then from there showed good speed, good breakaway speed, and got in to the end zone for 6. That was a very impressive run by Garrett Wise.
Parker Lane for the PAT. Trying to go 4 for 4 in said category tonight. Swing 8 from the left hash mark to the center of the field. Hubnan snaps it. Strand holds it. Lane puts it through. 28-0 Decorah. 7:11 to play. This for Henning Construction. 7:11 to play in the game. It is 28-0 Decorah. A very good night for Garrett Wise, as the Vikings now lead at 28-0. 3 touchdowns, 2 on the ground, 1 through the air for Garrett Wise. And the Vikings still pitching that shutout. Big plays have been the story of the last few weeks. Garrett Wise with his 5th run this year of longer than 50 yards. We'll get his individual numbers from Mary here in a second. So kicking off from left to right, Parker Lane, and he's going to boot that one at the 5, and it hops, skips, and jumps into the corner of the end zone, and it's going to be a touchdown. We used to refer that to that, or touchback. Thank you, buddy. We used to refer to that as the current corner. We'll call it the Parker Lane corner there. I know it's not a punt, but go with it. First down and 10, 28-yard line for the Cadets. They trail it 28-0. Let's get Garrett Wise's numbers if we could there, Mary. Wise, 9 rushes, 107 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 catch, 23 yards, and a touchdown. Wise has gone over 400 yards for the fourth time in the last 5 weeks. Some new numbers in for Decorah, or so it appears. First down and 10 for the Cadets. Pitch to Raspin, turning up the sideline, left side, and he spun out of bounds near the sideline at the 28-yard line. Raspin going to get 8 with 7:04 to play.
Dominic Mueller and Derek Henderson in there at the linebackers now. They've been in a couple other times tonight, but nice to see these guys get some good playing time in. 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
2nd and 1 from the 28-yard line.
Brent Schaefer and Austin Keck also up there in the defensive front.
2 slot backs and a fullback. McAllister pitch goes to Geyer on the right side. Or no, it's Cuvalier, and Cuvalier's going to get run down from behind by Brent Schaefer at the 28-yard line. It'll be a 3rd down. They'll mark him at the 29. He was brought down on the right near side. Numbers, pretty good closing speed by Schaefer that time.
Yeah, also Brendan Newwoodall in there on the tackle too. It made a nice play from that safety position coming up and helping Brent out. Very nice combination tackle by those two.
Ralph and Meyer still at the corners. Rohr and Lee are at the safeties right now. 3rd and 1 from the 29-yard line. McAllister takes, gives to Wiley, runs off the right side. He coughs up the football as he crosses the 40, but the Cadets get back on top of it at the 38-yard line. And fumbling the ball was, I believe, Geyer, and getting back on top of it was one of the offensive linemen. I believe it was Reese Zubrod, if I'm not mistaken, but the Cadets will have it 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
I couldn't tell who got in on that last tackle to break the ball free there, but nice positioning on the tackle as far as, putting the helmet on the ball and making a play.
And the official a little frustrated by the lack of the wind from the Crestwood clock keeper, and it'll be a 1st down.
I've seen him wind his hand for about 30 seconds there in a couple plays.
I've been there. I can feel his pain. I've been there a few nights. Pitch on the left side goes to Steffen. He looks to turn upfield across the 40. He's near the sideline and knocked to the sideline at the 47-yard line by Dominic Mueller. So Ralph is still in there in the secondary. Brendan Newmadal is at a linebacker. Drake Bauer coming in as well. Up front right now it's Cyric Nelson, Tyler Flack, also Andrew Benelli, and Brent Schaefer are the 4 men on the defensive line. Derek Hendrickson as well as Dominic Mueller at the linebackers right now. And Brendan Newmadal is at a linebacker as well. 2nd and 2 from the 47. Handoff on the left side goes to Colton or Neil Clement. That's the fullback, and he'll run off the left side and get 8 to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on a 1st down. Schaefer in on the stop as Ralph will go out, and Bullman comes into the secondary for Decorah.
Very nice game by Ralph there at the corner position. Had a couple key breakups, and along with Dallas Mott also at the other corner position, played really well tonight.
1st and 10, 45-yard line, Decorah territory. McAllister takes the snap, and it's going to be an illegal procedure on Crestwood. Cyric Nelson he missed on the snap count, and he started in motion, but the defense, it isn't dead until the ball, until they break the plane, and that movement caused the left tackle to move as well. And Chris Lentz is upset on the call that time, but that's they're arguing that the movement of the defense caused the offense to move, but sorry, Coach, this isn't Saturday and this isn't Sunday. That is not a high school rule. 5:05 remaining.
Hopefully the officials can get this right.
Yeah, and now both wing officials are being called in, and you know what? I'll give this crew a break. They've done a pretty decent job because they lost their head linesman, and they're going to disregard the flag. Oh boy. If somebody moves, you throw the flag and you march off the 5 yards, guys. That's not very good right there. Very, very poor management. First down and 10, 45-yard line. But this crew did lose their head linesman, and they've been working with 4 as compared to 5 tonight. As McAllister takes the snap, he tried to fake one way and reversed motion the other way, and he gets smothered by Tyler Flack. As some new numbers coming in for Decorah there, Zach.
Yeah, Matthew Fullhart's coming in, Cade Clemish coming in there, Isaiah Mitchell.
4:31 remaining for 28-0 lead for Decorah. Garrett Wise over 100 yards for the 4th time in 5 games, and I believe this is his first career 3-touchdown game as well, as the Cadets taking their time getting out of the huddle with 4:15 to play. Austin Barth into the lineup as well for Decorah. McAllister takes the snap, rushes on, he'll fire over the middle, and a nice sliding grab is made by Riley Wilson beneath the coverage of the Decorah secondary at the 30, beneath the coverage of Garrett Bohr that time. Coming in now, Brody Malone for Decorah. Isaiah Mitchell in on the defensive line. Derek Hendrickson is in at a linebacker. Cyric Nelson still in on the defensive line. Also in for Decorah, Matthew Fullhart, as Zach mentioned, 1st and 10 at the 30 with 3:39 remaining. Here's the give to Clement off the left side, runs to the 25, breaks a tackle inside the 20 to the 15 and covered up at the 14-yard line. A gain of 16, so first down from that point for the Cadets. Sherman back in on the defensive line for Decorah. I think we've got most of the people on right now, and I think the only one we've missed in this current lineup is Blake Schmelzer.
I was just going to mention him.
Excellent job. Thank you, Monty. 1st and 10, 15-yard line. Give to Clement running the right side. He gets inside the 10, gets covered up near the 5-yard line. 3:11 to play, 28-0 Decorah. Vikes getting a lot of their players in and getting some valuable time tonight.
That's one thing that I think really helps us going down the stretch. Is getting, these kids that don't necessarily get to get in all the time, and I think that really helps going down the road.
No doubt about it. Not only this year, but next year as well. 1st and goal at the 5 for the Cadets. McAllister takes, gives to Clement, runs the right side. He is in. Touchdown, Cadets. 2:49 left in this one. It's a 28-6 lead for Decorah, as Neil Clement gets his first touchdown of the season. And you would love to see that goose egg stay on the board, but do you want to do it at the expense of these kids getting valuable experience? No, and one thing you love about this coaching staff, they don't worry about the little things like that that really don't mean a lot in the big picture. The experience is the bigger factor in this situation. Crestwood will run a 2-point play from the left hash mark. McAllister with Clement as the fullback, 2 slot backs, and 2 receivers. Rasmussen goes in motion. The pitch is to Rasmussen. He turns upfield, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown, so it's a 2-point run, or a 2-point run. 28-8, 2:49 left. Let's take a break for the A&J Petersburg Agency Insurance and Real Estate. Crestwood will kick off from left to right. Hands team coming in for Decorah. 28-8 the score with 2:49 to play in the ball game. Nice drive by the Cadets, ending up with the Clement score and the 2-point run as well. I've said my piece enough on this, but Cadets are going to onside kick in this situation, and when you're down 3 scores with 2:49 to play in the game, I respect the whole not wanting to give up thing, but to me this is beyond silly.
Especially when it's probably one of the most dangerous plays in football.
Here's the approach and the kick. It gets by the first line. Coming up on it is John Will Jenkins. The Vikings are chasing it, and the scramble is on at the 25-yard line. The officials are digging out of it. The Cadets say they have the football, and the Cadets do have the football. It was Riley Wilson that came down there with it. You know what? They executed what they wanted to do pretty darn well there. 2:45 left. Cadets will get the football back. And now from a Decorah perspective, you got to worry about keeping that 13-point margin. And now a lot of the number 1 defense back in there. Headington, Lillefeld, Winter, and Schindler up front. Wise, Hovden, and Lillegraven at the linebackers. Johnson, Ralph, Lee, and Mott in the secondary. Dropping a throw is McAllister. He'll throw the left side. Incomplete, and they throw the flag. Mott had the coverage on Wilson, and there was too much contact for the official for the official's comfort.
He didn't turn to look at the ball at all. He had an arm in the defender the whole time and basically just shoved him to the ground.
And now we're still waiting for a signal. Pass interference against Decorah, so it'll be 1st down and 10. It should be at the 13-yard line, as that's half the distance. So 1st down and 10 from that point, 2:40 to play in this one. 28-8 Decorah on top. Garrett Wise, 3 touchdowns, 2 rushing, 1 receiving tonight. Clement is the fullback, 2 slot backs, and 2 receivers. McAllister under center. He'll take the snap. He'll give to Clement left side. Flag is down. Clement hustling towards the end zone. He is in. Touchdown, but it's coming back thanks to 2 men in motion. 2:35 left in this one. It'll be 1st and 15 back at the 18-yard line. We've seen more flags in the last 5 minutes than we've seen all night. Granted, new personnel in, different personnel. You're going to get a few of that, but... And sometimes your mental focus lapses a little bit when the margin is 4 scores.
Right, and especially when...
Not an excuse, I think it's reality.
Yep. Not that the flag was on us, but, you know, when you take your starters out and then they're out and they think, you know, you probably think you're out for the rest of the game and you're, you know, the mental state's probably, you know, ready for the game to be over and you got to come back in and it...
1st and 15 from the 18-yard line. 2 slot backs, 2 receivers, and Clement the fullback. McAllister takes the snap, and somebody moved early for Crestwood once again, or so it appeared. 2:33 remaining. Mr. Henn will say legal procedure on the Cadets. 1st and 20, back to the 23. So, Vikings, barring anything completely weird, will win their 4th game in a row. And the thing of it is, I mean, it's going to be easier said than done, but if you can win out, you can get a second place finish in the district at minimum and a home playoff game. And after an 0-3 start, that would be pretty darn cool. 1st and 20 from the 23. Give to Clement left side. This time he stood up near the 20-yard line and knocked back. Winter got to him first. Schindler and Wise helped him out. Hovden was also there. Gain of a couple. 2nd and 18. We did mention the one final we had gotten in. That was Dyke New Hartford shutting out Southwind tonight by a 23-0 margin. Receivers left and right. 2 slot backs, and a fullback. McAllister throws to the left side, incomplete. He went to the back shoulder going for Colton Wiley, but it appeared from here, and we're a long ways away. I don't know if that ball would have came down in bounds. Dawson Meyer did have some pretty good coverage, though.
Yeah, Dawson did a really good job of turning his head and finding the ball in the air and trying to make a play on the ball. Kind of rode the defender, out of bounds, going for the ball a little bit, and that's very well coached.
Independence leading Charles City now 27-9, end of the third quarter. So the Mustangs looking to stay undefeated and set up a pretty big matchup, them in West Delaware and Manchester next week. 3rd and 18 from the 21-yard line. Counter play right side going to Cuvalier. He is hit and brought down by Marshall Johnson inside the 15 near the 14-yard line. A gain of 7, so it'll be 4th and 11 with 105 seconds to play. Halftime at last checked, West Delaware leading their non-district game tonight, 21-0 over Central Clinton DeWitt. So 4th and 12 for Crestwood. Cadets 1 of 4 on 4th downs. They're 5 of 13 on 3rd downs tonight. 1:25 left, 28-8 Decorah. Receivers left and right. Double wing set. And McAllister takes the snap. He has time. Now he scrambles up the middle. He's hit and sacked. Lillefeld and Winter brought him down at the 16-yard line, and that's pretty much going to be the ball game. So Decorah will win their 4th game in a row, and it's 28-8. And I know outside looking in, people may wonder why the Vikings put their number 1 defense back in. It had everything to do with protecting that 13-point margin rule for the playoffs. Because you get one of the tiebreakers is a 13-point margin up. A margin up to 13 points for the playoffs, and you want to keep that margin above that. As Zach Lee gets the handoff off the right side, and he'll run to the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 4. So Vikes have to take perhaps a couple more snaps, and I'm guessing they're going to run plays, especially since Crestwood has 3 timeouts remaining.
Yeah, when the opponent's got 3 timeouts, you pretty much you can't kneel the ball. They're going to take the timeout. So yeah, you got to run some plays and run this clock out.
28-8, 45 seconds remaining. I formation in the backfield, receivers left and right. Play clock is running down to 10 seconds, and these play clocks are going to put Coach Pierce out of business. 2nd and 4 from the 20-yard line. Give to Zach Lee once again. Tried the left side and gets upended to the 23. It'll be a first down for Decorah, as the clock will run to 23 seconds, and barring a Crestwood timeout, that is going to be that. Vikes have won 4 in a row. They take care of business after a subpar first half, a good second half, and the Vikings are going to defeat the Crestwood Cadets tonight 28-8. We'll get the numbers, and everything will be done here momentarily as the final 10 seconds run down. Decorah, their 4th win in a row. It's their last road trip of the regular season. 2 more home games on the regular season, and the playoff destiny in their own hands. 28-8 Decorah. And let's take a break for Plan 1 Financial, Greg and Marty Wise, and Wicks Construction.